Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain you the basic tags of HTML. In this video, I am going to cover up all the HTML tags and its tutorial. So, starting with the first file, uh, there is an HTML tag that has been written. This is the starting tag and this is the ending tag. In the HTML tag, we are going to write two tags. There are two major tags. One is the head tag and the second one is the body tag. So basically this is a pair tag. So we need to open this and we also need to close this. In the head tag, there is one thing is important, that is title, and in the title I'm going to specify here as formatting tags. And in the body, I'm going to write here as hello to HTML. I'm going to save this. Let's have a new file as ABC and here first.html. So you always have to save the file with any name followed by, in the last you should always write .html. And I'm going, this is the Sublime editor that I'm using for creating my HTML pages. So if I'm going to right click this, open in browser, and here the my file output is being open, and in this, as there is an HTML tag written and there is a head tag, title tag, this is basically the head portion, the upper one portion, this from here to here, this is basically the HTML portion. So this is the body portion, the white area, this is all the body portion, and this is the this is the head portion. In the head portion, I have defined here as title. In title I have specified here as formatting tags, so here the formatting tags has been written, and in the body part I have written here as HTML. So here hello to HTML is being printed over here. So moving to the different formatting tags, here I am going to write as H1, that is heading 1 2 3 4 5 6. So I'm doing it a little fast, so in order to save time. So H1, so here 2 3 4 5 and 6, and here same I'm going to write here as 3 4 5 6. Moving to the next part, there is a break tag. Break tag is a singular tag. You don't have to close this tag. You have to just write break followed by a forward slash. So I'm going to write here as name, and to this name I'm going to specify here as B for bold. This is basically the bold tag. So there are few different formatting tags. I'm going to just write and explain while I'm going to print its output. So italic, underline, strike, super, and sub. So strike, and here is 10. So here is also 10, the th part. So if I'm going to just print out this, if I'm going to just, so H1 is the heading tags, that is a bigger heading on your screen followed by a smaller heading, again the smaller. So we have a predefined fixed tags from H1 to H6. H1 is having a very big size of heading, followed by H2, that is a smaller than H1, then H3, which is smaller than H2. In the same sense, there is a heading tags up till H6. So B for bold, it is a bold tag. I for italic, that is italic. U for underline, that is basically the underline. Strike, you have a center line in this text. 10, this is superscript. What is basically the superscript? You have to, if you want to give the comment, you have to write a lesser than sign, and an exclamation 2 hyphen, and this is a comment that is going to just like displayed over here. I'm going to refresh this by this clicking on an arrow button. So this is a command that is not going to display over here. So this is a superscript. Superscript is going to take your th to the top, and subscript is going to take your th to the bottom. So moving to the next part, this then there is a paragraph tag. In the paragraph tag, if I'm going to write here as center, so this is the para, and this is the para is been written in the center one portion. Then comes the pre-tag. Pre-tag is a pre-formatted text. So pre-formatted text is written in the way like there is a space from starting, so it has been implemented a space over here. In the next line I have implemented a more space, then that's why it has implemented the more space over there. If I'm going to press here the tab button, I'm gonna save this, and if I'm going to refresh this, it's gone further far from your baseline. So this is called the pre-formatted text. Moving to the next part, then there is a HR, that is HR size 10. HR is your horizontal ruler. So width 80%, align is right. And if I'm going to refresh this, so we have an HR tag. HR is basically your horizontal ruler, that is size 10. If I'm going to decrease its size, it's 5. So 5 is a size. Width 80%, the screen size, it should be always of your screen size. This is total the screen size, and its screen size 80%. If I'm going to reduce it is to 50%, so now it's the HR is been reduced to 50%. I can specify here its alignment. You want to put it into your left, center, or right, whatever you want to put over here, you can. So moving to the next part, font color red. The face you want to select Comic Sans MS, and size equals to 10. So this is the font. So I'm going to just refresh this. So this is a font that has a size 10, the color red, and Comic Sans MS. So this is your formatting tags that are available in your HTML. So this is the very basic file of your HTML. So it's better you need to type, and just you need to run onto your computer system in order to have much more clarification of this. So next is my list tag. I'm going to just create a new file, and I'm just going to delete all these things. In the title part, I'm going to write this here as list. So I'm going to save it as second.html, and I'm going to right click it, open in browser. So right now it's open in the blank screen. So we have three type of list. The one is OL, its type is one. So what does OL means? It's basically the ordered list. So in ordered list we have LI. LI is basically the list. So list one. So now I'm going to just copy this, and I'm going to paste this. So list two, list three. So we have five types of ordered list. One is OL type A, then capital A, then I, small I, then capital I. I'm going to refresh this. So OL type 1, uh, if you have written here three list, it is going to display here as 1, 2, 3, because I have specified the OL type as 1. So if I am going to place here as 3LI, so it is going to add, I'm going to save this. It will be here with 4 list 4. So the number of li you are going to add in your ol tags, in between your ol tags, will always increase your list size by 1. If I'm going to just like make one more list over here, so if I'm going to say here as list 5, if I'm going to refresh this, automatically it will be adding a number 5 over there. So if I'm going to specify here as OL type A, it is going to specify as ABC. If I'm going to specify here as OL type capital A, it is going to specify here as ABC capital. In this OL type I, it's I in Romans. So if I'm going to add one more list over here, so it is going to add one more list over here. So it's fourth number, fourth in Romans. So OL type I, the capital I 1, 2, 3, it has been written over. So these are the 5 ordered list types that are available in HTML. So moving to the next type, that is UL. UL is basically having 3 type of list. One is circle. This is circle 1. Then it's circle 2 and circle 3. So if I'm going to refresh this, UL is having 3 types. UL means it's an unordered list. So unordered list is basically the UL. UL is an unordered list. It has 3 types. One is circle, one is UL type square, and the third one is your disk, UL type disk. So it's square. Whatever you text you want to write, you can write over here. It's not necessary that you have to write disk. You can write anything in between. So if I'm going to refresh this, you have a type circle that has displayed circle over here. You have a type square that has been displayed square over here, and you have a type disk. So disk is been displayed with a circle that has a black color filled in it. So these are the types of list that are available in your HTML. Fine. So moving to the next part, we have tables. I'm going to save this file as third.html. So we have tables. Table. I can put its title as table. Tables. So table border equals to 1, width 80%. So we have tr as table row, th as table heading. I can put here as name, marks, let it be Amit, let it be John 200, Eric 300, Marvin 400. So let's see its output. Right click, open in browser. So table border is 1. If I'm going to increase it as 10, so the table border has been increased. Its width is 80%. If I'm going to decrease its width to 50%, it's been reduced. The table width has been reduced. And if I'm going to change its width as 80%, it is been increased. So TR is your table row. Table row. TH is your table heading, right? Table heading. I'm going to just table heading, and TD is your table data. So table heading and table data, what is difference? The table heading is bold and is always be in your center of the cell. This is basically the cell, right? So it is always in the bold and it will always be in the center. So the TD is always on the left side of your table of your cell, like it is unbold, it is on the left hand side, but TH is your bold and it is always in the center. So this is normal table, and I'm going to just copy this and paste here. And if I'm going to put as break, so the same table is being displayed over here. So what do I need to do here is I need to merge, means I need to make this two column, I need to convert this two columns into one, that is called as call span. So if I'm going to merge this, break this line in between of these two columns, for that I have to use here as call span equals to 2. So what does call span means? Call span equals to 2 means that name, the first column, second column, the marks, is being combined into one. So I don't need the here this column, because I have combined the second column with one with the help of call span equals to 2. And here I am going to write name and marks of the students. So I'm going to refresh here. So name and marks of the students. So here I am using table heading call span 2, that will merge your two columns into one. And in the next table row, if I am going to write here as table data, because I am here not using any call span, so here the first table data the name will be assigned, and the second table data the 200 will be assigned, right? Then I am going to create a new table row. Then in the new table row, the first table data is Eric and the second table data is 300. But in the first table row, I have implemented here as table heading call span 2, which means that it will combine two columns into one. For example, if I also want to combine this last row, this last two columns into one, I am going to delete this, in which table data 400 is being written. I can put here as call span 2, and I can say here as end of table. So what does this call span 2 means? Call span 2 means that we have combined two columns into one. So here your two columns into one is being combined, because I have written here as TD. So it is been in simple your text, and it is on the left hand side and it is not bold, because th will always be in your bold part and is in your center part, right? So this is basically the difference between your call span and the normal table. So the next concept is your row span. So what does this row span means? For example, what I want to do here is Eric 1 and Eric 2, let it be Eric 2. Here I can say 300 and here I can say 400. So I'm going to refresh this. So here what I have written here is we have a call span 2 in the first table row that has merged my, that has combined my two columns into one. So what I need to do here is I need to combine my two rows. The third one, 1, 2, 3. The third row, column 1, and the fourth row, column 1. So this column, this cell and this cell, these both cells are, I need to combine into one. So in the Eric 1, in this table row where Eric 1 is being written, I will put here as row span equals to 2. Row span equals to 2. So what does it means? It means that this table row, this table data, in this table row, the first table data will be combined with the next table row, first table data. Means this table row, this table data will be combined with next table row, first table data. Means Eric 1 and Eric 2, these two cells will be combined into one. So I don't need this Eric 2 because this has been combined with the upper one table data only. So if I'm going to refresh this, it has been combined into one. So if you want to combine, if you want to combine your next row with the upper row, you need to place here row span 2. It will be combining your table first table data of this row with next table data of your next row, right? It will be combining your first table data of this row and first table data of your next row into one. So this is basically the row span. In this way you can implement your row span, right? Moving to the next part, I'm going to make the fourth file that will display your forms, that how to use your forms in HTML. So here we can say here as forms. So to implement a form, we need a form tag. I'm going to just display here as open in this. So enter name. Here I'm going to say here as input type equals to text. To every element you have to specify a unique name. So a break tag. So input type, let it say password, and name we can assign here as P. Then we can say here as H2. Select your qualification, input type radio, let it be BCA, MCA, and to this I'm just going to copy this, and we can say here as select your hobbies. We need to make a checkbox. Let's say play and read. Then a break tag, select. So here is your form, and I'm going to explain it one by one. Okay, let's go here. Enter name. The name has been displayed. Input type text, name, and to every text box, we need to assign a name. To every element, we need to assign a name, because with the help of name, we will see how in PHP you are saving your value to your database. For now, you have to enter like name to every element, a unique name. Like if you have assigned a name to this text box as n, you have not to use n in your whole form again. So it should be a unique name. So input type text name and a text box has been created where with the help of that have a name n, and you can type any text over here. So input type password, and in this password if you are going to type this, it is being displayed in a dot dot dot. So select your qualification, input type radio name RR, BC and MCA, and here you are going to select only one between these two both, because only this radio tag will be sharing your common name. Why? Because sharing your common name means that you can select only one radio at a time. You won't be selecting two radios at one moment. So either the person should be a graduate or it should be a postgraduate. If the person has been selected a postgraduate, then naturally it has completed its graduation part, then only it has completed its post graduation. So in this way you can just specify only one name in your radio button. Then comes your hobbies. Hobbies can be a different, because a person can play also and read also, so we have assigned a different name. Then select, we can assign here name also. So select name country, so country has been selected, you can select any country. In the option you can write any country name and it can be selected. Then the text area, calls 10 and rows 10. Text area is used to just specify any terms and conditions that any website displayed. So this is the use. In this way, the text area has been used. Input type file. You can choose your file to upload any. Like if I'm choosing this file as video.txt, like in the Facebook, you need to upload your update your profile picture. So in that part, you have to choose your file for that. For choosing a file, you need input type file button. So input type submit, you should always specify the type submit if you want to save the form. And if you want to reset the form, just input type reset. You have to specify its name also. In the value part, you can specify here as reset the form. If I am going to click on the reset the form, it is going to be reset. And if I'm going to save this, right now it is not going to save anywhere, but in the future you want to save it into your database. So this was all about your forms in HTML. So moving to the last topic, that is the fifth file of my HTML, that is basically your how to place an image in your HTML and how to create a link. So image and links in HTML. So first of all, let's say how to create a link. So ahref, click here. There are two types of link. One is external link and one is external. One is external link and one is internal link. External link is going to take you to any other file. Let's say force.html. I'm going to run this. So click here is a text is the anchor part, href is the hyperreference. Click here is a text that is been written over here. If I say here as click here again, it is going to change my text to click here again. And by clicking on click here again, it will be taking me to fourth.html file. That is an external link. So if I'm going to click here it is going to take me to fourth.html file. So coming back, this is basically the external link by clicking on which you can be moved to your another page. Now the next part is your internal link. So I can specify here as internal link. So in order to just, so I can say here as down. And if you want to place an internal link, you have to specify hash over there, and you have to specify a name, a unique name. So if I have specified a hash d, I want to just like I can just put my pre tag and I can just make my page lengthier, so in order to test that my internal link is working. So if my internal, I have made a link. So I'm going to refresh this. So this is a scroll bar. I'm going to scroll here up and down. Now what I want to do here is I want to just like mm, I can just here like put links in HTML image I can do in the next file. So ahref hash d. So this is I can just put here as break. So down. If I'm going to click on a down, it is going to take me to the bottom of the page, and in the bottom of the page, I will be writing here as a name equals to d. So a name equals to d means whenever this anchor tag that has a down text written, if I'm going to click on down text, it is always be taking me to that part where anchor name is been written as D. If I am going to see at the bottom, here I have placed an anchor tag that's in which its property name is being assigned a value of D. So anchor tag has a property of name and its value is D. So this D is matched with this hash D. If I'm going to write here as BT in the anchor tag also I need to update here as BT. So if I'm going to click here on the down text, it is going to take me to the bottom of the page, because after clicking on the down link, it is going to take me to that anchor tag whose name is written as BT. So in this way, you can implement your internal links in your HTML file. So this was the basic tags of HTML, how to work, how to like the formatting tags, the list tags, then your how to create a form in your HTML, and the fifth one, then the table tags, how you can like make a table, and the last is your anchor tags, how you can put a anchor tag in your HTML files. So this was all about your HTML part, and in the next video I'm going to tell you how to place an image and what are different types of style sheets that by which you can add your designs in your HTML file. So I hope you like my videos. If you like my videos, do subscribe to my channel and hit a like button on my video. Thanks for watching.